Good morning. You are listening to UpReach. My little children, these things I write to you so that you may not sin. And if anyone sins, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteous. And he himself is the propitiation for our sins, and not for ours only, but also for the whole world. 1 John chapter 2, verses 1 and 2. One of the oddest features of today's society is the amount of advertising being done, which is nothing more than an invitation to acquire the worst possible habits. The characteristic of modern advertising is that it not only seeks to announce the things which a firm has for sale, it not only aims to satisfy a need, but it also strives to create a need where one does not previously exist. There are even numerous cases in which the need which it seeks to create is a need which can ultimately cause nothing but trouble. One of the worst possible features of modern life is the flood of thoroughly bad literature which issues from the printing presses. There are few towns in which you cannot discover without difficulty a bookshop which deals in books which are barely on this side of pornography and sometimes not on the right side at all. There is a deliberate attempt to stimulate that which is worst in mankind. Life is full of infection. In today's world, it is quite impossible that a young person can escape contact with this infection. It is neither possible nor is it desirable to isolate such a young person from life. There is, therefore, laid upon parents a very great responsibility in these dangerous days. First, there is the responsibility of real education, not only in book learning, but in life. One of the saddest and most tragic of all situations is that which arises when a young person comes back to a parent or a teacher with his life in ruins and says, "I would never have been in this mess if you had only told me what you ought to have told me." Second, there is, above all, the responsibility of making Jesus Christ a living presence in life. If we can introduce our young people to Jesus Christ, and if we can teach and train and enable them to walk every way of life in His company and aware of His presence, then they will have a safeguard which will preserve them from any infection which may attack them. The more civilized and the more sophisticated the world becomes, the more the world needs Jesus Christ. What about you today? Are you walking with Christ daily at your side? Why not give yourself the best protection against the evils of the world by walking hand in hand with Him today? This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
There is love that came for us, humble to a sinner's cross. You broke my shame and sinfulness. You rose again, victorious. Faithfulness none can deny. Through the storm and through the fire, there is truth that sets me free. Jesus Christ, who lives in me. You are stronger, sin is broken, you have saved me. It is written, Christ is risen, Jesus, you are Lord of all. No beginning and no end, you're my hope and my defense. You came to see